unstoppable. Come into your local store today and get your print on.
From the Nicolay Law Studios, KDWB-FM, Ridgefield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
94 eastbound, a little sluggish from Highway 55 all the way over to Hennepin, Lindale, westbound. You're tight from Lake Elmo Drive to Radio through the construction zone. 52 northbound, also slow from Plato into 94. You're also seeing delays on 169 northbound from Highway 101 to Pioneer Trail. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Live from the 60th floor of the Space Needle Studios, it's the Dave Ryan Show on 101.3 KDWB.
Happy back to school for most people. I mean, some people started a while ago, but happy back to school for students, moms, dads, and teachers. And don't forget the admins, too, like the lady that works at the front desk and the cafeteria, the lunch ladies, and all the people who are going back to school, janitors who are cleaning up puke in the kindergarten room. All that kind of... You ever puke in school? I never puked in school.
No,
I never puked in school. Never puked. I did get accused of wetting my pants one day in fourth grade. No, I did not.
Oh, you did.
Somebody said, I saw you standing on the playground and you got a big wet spot on your pants. Yeah. And I'm like, I did not, because I didn't.
No, I heard that was true.
No, it's not. And so then they started to spread the rumor, David wet his pants. And I'm like, if I wet my pants, they'd be wet. Don't lie. We saw you. And then pretty soon the whole fourth grade thought I never wet my pants.
Yeah,
Kids.
You're really denying it. I mean,
why'd you pee your pants?
Thou doth protest too much.
Too much, my dear.
A couple of shout-outs, because this is a big deal. We love doing shout-outs because it's so cool to hear your name or your kid's name on the radio. So here comes some first day of school shout-outs.
Tons. Happy first day of second grade to Kevin Love Mama. Happy first day of school to HCPA from Ms. Wolf.
Love it.
Let's see. Happy first day of third grade to Gwen. Ooh, happy 60th birthday to stepdad Jeff. Amazing father
Happy
and papa
birthday.
from Brian. Let's see. Baby boy Nolan starts high school today.
He's your baby boy and he's starting high school. Nolan, how?
That's exciting. Nolan. Happy first day of fourth grade to Elijah. Love you, bud. Love mom. Let's see. First day of this person, or Sarah's, doctoral program as a future CRNA.
Wow.
That's good. Good for you. Happy first day of seventh grade to Macy, Blake, and Larissa. They're flying out to Colorado today to get married tomorrow. That's not even the first day of school. That's exciting. First day of school of ninth grade to Tegan. Have a great day for your mom and your sister. Happy first day of sixth grade to Savannah. And fifth grade to Jordan. And first grade to Hannah. Mom loves you all. Have fun.
I love that one. Shout out also to Lakeville North freshman starting and Dalton, who is starting his first day of middle school. And shout out to all the parents celebrating. All their kids are graduated. No more school-age kids. Woohoo!
Woo!
It is KDWB. Thank you for being here. We are, because it's back to school time, we have a homework assignment, and it's due tomorrow at this time.
Yes.
What I did this summer. So it'd be like, Jenny, first period, because we are in first period now. Jenny, first period, Mr. Ryan, that's me. What I did this summer. So you'll write an essay about what you did this summer.
What's the length of this essay? Like 2 paragraphs?
Shortish. Maybe 2 or 3-ish paragraphs.
3 paragraphs?
Not so long.
3 paragraphs.
That's a long essay.
Lined sheet of notebook paper.
We have to hand write it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Just about that. But here's what we need. We need an English teacher. So if you are an English teacher, and I know you're busy, and I know you got stuff going on, but tomorrow at 7 o'clock, if we can get, Miss Thompson or Mr. Dalton on the show to grade our English term paper, that would be great. So we just need a volunteer teacher to call us up. 651-989-KDWB. You'll be on tomorrow. you will listen to all of our term papers, our summer essays, and then give us each a letter grade.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can be like a little bit harsh, but like not too harsh. It's our first day.
Yeah, it's our first day of school.
We don't want to be like, hating to come into class because Mr. Olson was like, you got a C on that. You should have tried harder. And I'm like, Mr. Olson, I'm in first grade.
And
I
by the
really
way,
know how to write.
the loser has to eat a Sweet Martha's cookie off the fairground.
Enough.
So,
Enough.
Bonds already did that. Did you ever feel kind of
a little bit?
That?
Some people, because I was we did that Thursday or Friday when we were out there. When I came to the fair Saturday, people were like, how was it? Are you sick? I was like, well, I'm here, but if I throw up on you, blame Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think it was my idea.
Technically, it was my idea, but
was it? Oh.
But it was your fault. You didn't do a better thirst trap. So honestly, blame yourself.
I
Maybe.
am the ugliest person on the Dave Ryan show.
That is not what it came down to. It came down to the fact that your thirst trap just wasn't as good as the rest of ours.
Yeah. Ugliest person on the Dave Ryan show.
I've been saying that for a long time. For the entire time that you have been here.
You were saying that before I got here. I don't know how.
You even got here.
I was like, what?
So if you are a teacher, please call us 651-989-KDWB, and we will read these tomorrow. You will, we can maybe email the teacher also, and then that teacher can take a look and give us a letter grade. Shout out to Grayson starting his first day of the last year in middle school, and also happy first day of 6th grade for my little baby. They don't say their name, but he's going to be a middle schooler, and I have mixed feelings about it. Happy first day of 10th to Sky, 8th to Aiden, and 3rd, Jack. Love from Mom. Shout out to my Melon and Honeydew on their first day of their epic road trip. Love Meg and Mitch.
Aww.
Happy first day of 2nd grade, Easton. Be a great friend from Mom. Shout out to my baby boy, Eros. It's his first day of preschool. Hope you have a great, amazing day. Mom's anxiety is so bad today. Gigi and Azaria, 1st and 6th and 9th grades. Happy first day of 4th grade to Grayson. And happy first day of freshman year, Wyatt. We are proud of you. So lots of first days kicking off school. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Jenny got another car accident.
Yeah.
What again?
I don't know what her problem is. Every time you turn around, Andrew rear ends somebody, gets T-boned.
Okay, can I explain this really quick before you make it seem like it was our fault?
I'll mansplain it for you.
Oh, my gosh.
So, no, what happened?
We were parked in the parking lot of Caribou in Princeton, Minnesota, coming from up north, and I went inside to grab coffee at Caribou and came out, and Andrew was like, someone just hit our car. And I was like, what? And so, some guy like pulled into a spot, was like readjusting his car, and when he readjusted, he hit the car. Andrew thought it was like me messing with him, like shaking the car or something.
Oh.
So at first he didn't realize what was going on. And then he like realized, no, this guy just hit our car. So he got out of the car and the guy drove away. Scratched the car up. And there's like a piece that's kind of like off a little bit. So yeah, I mean, we got his license plate and I don't know. We were like, Andrew was like, I feel like he was drunk. And it was like 11 in the morning. So it kind of just was, it was kind of crappy. But whatever. I mean, it's life. Things happen.
No, it
Gotta
sucks,
deal with
though.
it.
I mean, you know what? All of us, if you accidentally hit somebody's car, you'll get out and you'll be like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. And, exchange information and whatever. But for them to just drive off.
Yeah. And
just
Andrew
awful.
was sitting in the car.
Yeah.
So that was like the thing about it that I'm like, excuse me, buddy. Like clearly this person is not going to hold himself accountable because he knew that Andrew was in the car.
Wow. Well, sorry to hear that. Glad nobody was hurt.
That's all right. It is what it is.
It is. All right. We'll be back in a second. 1 hour commercial free on KDWB. Still looking for a teacher. We don't have, I think why? Is because all the teachers are scrambling to get ready for school right now. They're not really like sitting around listening to the radio, drinking coffee, going, gee, I wonder if they need me to call in. But if you can and be on the air tomorrow, then we'd love to have you on. If not, then I will grade those papers myself. We'll be back with Weezer tickets. We'll do that in a second. And Font stirs the pot. Stay here on KDWB.
Number one. The Twin Cities #1 hit music station.
On your smart device.
101.3 KDWB.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One. And $1,000.
Just added to the superstar lineup, The Weekend.
Give it up for The Weekend.
A$AP Rocky. And a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
iHeartRadio, thank you for being here.
All part of an incredible weekend full of headliners.
Big Sean.
Camila Cabello. Doja Cat. Dua Lipa. Gwen Stefani. Halsey.
Hosier, Keith Evan,
New Kids on the Block,
Paramore,
The Black Crows,
Thomas Rhett,
Victoria Monet, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Keep listening. The next chance to win your way there and $1,000 spending cash is coming up.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
I know school's back in session for most people, but summer weather's not going anywhere quite yet. It's going to be sunny today with a high of 79. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 83.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows saving pros time and money means getting the job done easier. Right now, get 10% off Georgia Pacific vinyl siding panels because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Offer valid through 9/4/24.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Who doesn't love getting something for free? Labor Day deals have arrived at the Home Depot, and right now you can get a free Milwaukee 18-volt extended capacity battery, $159 value, when you buy a select tool. Get longer runtime and more battery life so you can power all your fall projects. Shop Labor Day deals and get a free battery when you buy a select tool at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in store and online.
From the Nicolay Law Studios, KDWB-FM, Ridgefield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Justin Timberlake. I'm bringing sexy back. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in St. Paul. Justin Timberlake. XL Energy Center, October 31st. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The brand new album, Everything I Thought It Was, is available everywhere now. If I get jealous, I can't help it. For more, hit up JustinTimberlake.com.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to find a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Hey. If you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Master Pool and Spa's blowout sale. Hundreds in stock for immediate delivery. Blowing out every hot tub and swim spa at 33 to 65% off. We have the largest selection at unbeatable prices. Free delivery and trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old spa. 18 months, 0% financing. Master Pool and Spa's blowout sale. 33 to 65% off. Master Pool and Spa, 394 in Louisiana. Call 952-253-0665 or visit masterpoolandspa.com.
It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. Offer ends Tuesday, in-store pickup only. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm during their Labor Day sale.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Listen to The Dave Ryan Show on September 12th when they broadcast live from Children's Minnesota to raise money for the Shine Bright for Kids campaign. Your support to Children's Minnesota helps kids in our state right here at home fight cancer. You can learn more at childrensmn.org/shinebright.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Problems on Highway 101 southbound. We're jammed up from 141st Avenue to just before I-94 with everyone looking at a crash on the right shoulder. Speaking of 94, heavy eastbound from Highway 55 to head up in Lindale, westbound from Lake Elmo to Radio through the construction zone. Also eastbound the crosstown tight approaching Valley View. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold. But the murder of Carmichael Galante marked the beginning of the end.
It sent the message that we can prosecute these people.
From the minds behind the acclaimed television series, listen to Law and Order: Criminal Justice System on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeartRadio app and search Law and Order: Criminal Justice System and start listening.
Portions of the following program might actually be AI. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Hey, good morning, live all over the world. The Dave Ryan Show on iHeartRadio. We're doing shout-outs for the first day of school, and this is way better than cat shout-outs that Bailey did a couple of weeks ago.
Cat shout-outs was great.
On the first day of, it was on National Cat Day.
Happy holidays.
Shout-out to Colin, his first day of freshman at Park High School. Have an amazing year. Love, Mom. First day of 4th grade is for Adriel. First day of 8th grade for Atia. Not sure if I said that right. The happy first day of school to Kaposia Education Center from Mr. Britoy. And I hope I said that right, too. Happy first day to Reed in kindergarten and Blair going into 3rd. It's such a big day. They got their little clothes laid out, and they're so excited. Do kids still bring lunch boxes? You're in 3rd grade. You bring a lunchbox?
Sometimes.
Is there such a thing as lunch boxes anymore?
It's cooler to eat hot lunch, though.
Is it cooler to eat hot lunch?
Okay, but I feel like you had to have money to eat hot lunch. Like, we didn't have as much money, so we always had to pack our cold lunches.
Oh, that's like the one thing my mom gave us money for was hot lunch.
Well, I think now the schools pay. You don't pay for lunch at school anymore, do you?
Some schools, not all schools.
Okay.
I feel like it's some districts.
Shout out to Preston on his first day of 2nd grade. That's from Haley and Isanti. And happy first day of kindergarten to Oliver. Love, Mom. Grayson starting his last year in middle school. Happy first day of 8th grade. What was your favorite hot lunch when you were a kid? You got hot lunch, tacos. Burgers. Our school made actually really good pizza. It was pretty legit for school cafeteria pizza. What was your favorite hot lunch? You're thinking, look at the I've never seen these three look so puzzled.
I didn't eat hot lunch.
You were poor,
No,
Jenny. You had a bologna sandwich, government-issued cheese, and old milk.
Peanut butter and jelly every single day. That's what I had. I think pizza was my favorite because it was like the one that you could rely on to be somewhat good.
It was good,
It wasn't always like guaranteed the other things that were served. So I would say pizza.
There was one, it's such a Minnesota thing, and I can't remember what it is. Dunkers? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Italian Dunkers.
Yeah.
Yep, those are
that
just
was like a Minnesota
sticks.
thing because I'd never heard of that growing up.
Yeah.
What was your favorite hot lunch, Bailey?
Gosh, I feel like all of them are so good. Anytime that they had like pasta, though, because you can't ever really go wrong with like spaghetti and meatballs. So I would go with those because like sometimes the meat would be kind of weird. So like a chicken patty, I don't know. I wouldn't want to risk it. Wouldn't want to risk a chicken patty.
Yeah.
Or a burger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Vaughn, favorite hot lunch?
Sloppy Joe, baby.
Oh, yes, there it is.
Oh,
yes.
man,
It was
yeah.
so good until one day they changed it all of a sudden. I was like, what is this? But Sloppy Joe on a bun was so good.
Happy first day of school from KDWB. We're giving away Weezer tickets right now.
Yep.
Play a little game called Were They a Teacher or Not? So I'm going to give you a celebrity, and you tell me whether they were ever a teacher or not. Call me if you want to go to Weezer tomorrow night at the XL Energy Center. Get out of the house, go downtown, go somewhere to eat. Cassetta's, the downtowner, I think, is close by. 7th Street Truck Park.
There's a couple places that open just like right across from the main entrance of XL. I think one's called the Apostle Supper Club, and I've been there once. That was super good. And then there's I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm not going to say it. But there's a ton of good
There's
stuff.
like Tom
there.
Reed's too, just like basic bar food.
Yeah,
Delish.
go out and get some dinner, then go to the show. Go see Weezer tomorrow night. So here's the way it works. We'll grab you on the phone, 651-989-KDWB, and then I'm going to give you a celebrity. You tell me whether they have ever been a teacher or not, and some of these might surprise you. J.K. Rowling, was she ever a teacher?
Sounds probably likely. I don't know if somebody who writes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she taught English as a foreign language in Portugal.
Huh.
Look at that.
There you go.
Barack Obama, was he ever a teacher?
Oh, I don't. I would say no, but I don't know.
Yes?
Yes. Before he was in politics, he was a constitutional law professor at University of Chicago
He was
Law
a
School.
professor?
Well, I mean, it's kind of one of those where they give you a title. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't
You have to go to school, like grad school, to be a professor.
I don't know.
Wow, that's
I'm
kind of
just-
dope.
Well, can't you be like an adjunct professor without having like a grad
You're
degree?
right. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Whoopi Goldberg. Was Whoopi Goldberg ever a teacher?
Yes,
No.
she has the kind of voice.
No.
No.
But
Dang it.
she did do makeup for dead people.
What?
No, she was a mortuary beautician at a funeral home doing makeup for the dead, and she was also a bricklayer.
What? Are you
No.
being serious? Or are you making that
I'm
part
not
up?
making this up, Jenny.
I don't believe you.
I'm not making this up, I promise.
Let me check your sources.
Okay, we got people on the phone here for Weezer tickets. Let's go to Melanie. Good morning, Melanie.
Good morning.
What are you up to this morning, Melanie? I'm going to guess you're driving into work.
I'm just pulled in. Actually, I am a teacher.
Wow. Shout out to you, Miss Melanie. What do you teach?
I teach 3rd grade.
Okay.
Sweet.
Melanie, this is going to be a simple contest to get you out of the house to go see Weezer. I want you on Thursday morning to wear your Weezer concert shirt into school because the kids will think you're so cool. Who's Weezer? Okay. All right.
What's Weezer?
Sylvester Stallone, was he a teacher at one time, Melanie?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
I'm going to say no.
Try again.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, before becoming a Hollywood star, he worked as a gym teacher at an American
course.
school in Switzerland.
Wow.
You're going to the show tomorrow night.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to give you a couple of more, Melanie, just because we got you on the
Just for
phone
fun.
here, okay, for fun.
Fine.
Brad Pitt, was he ever a teacher?
No.
You're correct.
Ah.
But he did once work for El Pollo Loco, where he dressed up as a chicken and walked around in the parking lot spinning a sign.
Really?
Not made up.
Wow.
Melanie, you got time for one more?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, let's do another one here. Okay. Ozzy Osbourne, was he a teacher or no?
No, I hope. No, I shouldn't say that. No.
No, but he did work in a slaughterhouse. Hey, Melanie, have a great day at school. Thank you for listening to KDWB. Have fun at the show tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. More tickets next hour, Jennifer?
Yes, we'll have some more at 8:20.
Okay, stay here. 1 hour commercial free on KDWB. You can also watch us on video, streaming video right now on YouTube, Dave Ryan Show on YouTube. Also, Facebook Live, the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show, and I believe Instagram as well.
Indeed,
So
Instagram, baby.
check us out. We got streaming video, so you can also watch us in addition to listen to us. It is time now for Vaunt to stir the pot. What do you got?
I'm going to come for all of Jenny's people right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Pumpkin spice, gotta go, baby.
Oh my God.
Anything
Get outta
pumpkin,
here.
anything fall, knock it off. Now, I let y'all rock, the last 2 weeks? because fall still hasn't even started. But September wasn't even here.
Yeah.
But then Sunday morning, I woke up. I don't know when Alyssa made it to a Dollar Tree or a Walmart or a Marshall's. We had fall decor all over our apartment. And I was just like, knock it off.
Like, what kind of decor was she putting up?
There's it's like a stuffed pumpkin that's on one of our bookshelves. Then there's like a little sign. It says autumn leaves are falling, autumn is calling or something on our TV stand. Then she's got like this Halloween pumpkin thing on a bookshelf, and then she got a little fall ceramic tray on our island. I'm just like, please, just give it time. And
What day did she put all this stuff up?
September 1st.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, that's because it's September.
It's not fall yet, though.
I feel like
Relax
the
a little
day
bit.
after the fair is fall. Like, unfortunately, because I love summer, but like it's fall now, so everyone's thinking about school and pumpkins.
No.
Are you telling me you don't like pumpkin spice, or are you just saying we need to wait a little bit longer?
I'm saying both. I can't stand pumpkin spice. I can't stand pumpkin pie. And then you gotta relax with all the fall stuff.
Do you
It's
not like
even-
joy also?
Yeah.
That has
Wow.
nothing to do with pumpkin. Is a mid flavor.
It is a mid-flavor. You know what? He's right. He's right. Pumpkin is a
No,
mid-flavor.
it isn't. Not during the months of August.
If it's so good, why don't you crave it? Why don't you have pumpkin-flavored candy or pumpkin chocolates on Valentine's Day?
Because then it's not like a novelty. You have to. It's something
That's your
special.
problem. No,
It's something
that's
special.
That's your problem with
No,
it. You force it in September. You need to wait until mid-October.
No. When do you ever eat pork chop on a stick other than at the state fair?
Because I don't know how to make a pork chop on a stick.
Exactly. It's
No,
novelty. It's for the moment. It makes it special.
Gross.
You
Nope.
crabs.
Nope.
Jeez.
You know what? Vaughn, just leave us alone. Let us
Yeah.
enjoy our season. Let us enjoy our pumpkin spice lattes. And just like, I don't know,
Let us
back
live.
off and find something else that you like, Joy.
She said back off.
Yeah.
Like pumpkin spice. You came in here. I don't think the fair had started yet. You had a pumpkin spice latte.
I
Like
did.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Well, it was like
what?
the first day of the fair that Starbucks released their pumpkin spice, and then Caribou did it the week after. So I've had like 4 pumpkin spice drinks
I
already.
have waited until colder weather to have pumpkin.
And some people did it even before that, Jenny. There were people at like maybe the week of my birthday, before mid-August, with pumpkin spice lattes, and 7-Eleven had pumpkin spice Slurpees.
You notice how he worked in
his birthday? Yeah.
at one point?
Did you guys
I
remember?
just love that. I
remember
love
it
that
was
it gets
Vaughn's birthday?
Vaughn, your birthday is like 11 months away still. We don't need to hear about it for another 10 months.
347 days, but who's counting?
Text message. I agree, Vaunt. Screw pumpkin spice. Yes. Another one says, life is too short to be mad at pumpkins, Vaunt.
Yeah. What did they ever do to you?
Oh, you put it like that. Somebody on the Facebook said, why is Vaunt such a hater?
Yep.
Somebody else said, yeah, fall is not here until the end of September. What is it, like September 20th? 21st?
But it's only fall for such a short amount of time by that point. So it has to be
not
September and October because that's fall. The
Do you
second week of
celebrate when
November.
somebody's on their deathbad?
I
When
mean,
somebody's on their deathbed,
am I happy about
right,
it?
Right now, summer is on its deathbed.
Wait,
Are you sitting there
no.
Are you beside the deathbed of your great aunt Edna, going, "Yeah, go Edna,
We got
get
it
out
here
of here."
today.
Very different things
No.
between your aunt, who is a human being, and a season changing.
Well, you're the one celebrating the death of summer.
I am not celebrating the death of summer. I'm
Celebrating
celebrating
the
the
death of
birth
Aunt
of
Edna.
fall. There's a difference between celebrating the death of summer and celebrating the birth
It's
of
not
something. I'm
born yet.
excited. Yeah, it is, girl. It's
No.
September. It's the birth month.
I have a great argument. Y'all keep coming at me crazy for celebrating my birth month. However, fall is not even officially here, and y'all already starting decor and all that nonsense. Pumpkin patches and going to Amit's apple orchard. Knock it off.
That's because it's fun. What do you decorate your house with for summer? Nothing. Heat and humidity and sweat. That's what you decorate your house with. So let us decorate with some Leave
All right,
Alyssa
kids.
alone.
All right, kids. Enough.
I think I stirred the pot.
Thank you, Vaughn, for stirring the pot.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
I think my favorite story of the day is how Taylor Swift has drawn up some plays for the Kansas City Chiefs to try this year. So here is Patrick Mahomes, a.k.a. Kermit the Frog, talking about how the Chiefs might run a Taylor Swift play.
I think it's been cool to see the girls and the women that have really embraced watching football. And I know being a girl dad, how cool it is for me.
Yeah.
I mean, to see like these little girls, these daughters, and how much they're loving and spending time with their dad watching football, and then meeting Taylor and realize how genuine and cool she is. She's really interested in football, and she asks a lot of great questions. She's already drawing up plays, so we might have to put one in.
I'd be so annoyed if I was the coach. Drop play. How's play for ya? And that's my Taylor Swift.
That's pretty good,
I know it's not
actually.
fair. I know it's not fair. See, you don't really, Bailey, you don't love Taylor Swift. Bless you.
Thank you.
So when I make fun of Taylor Swift, you don't mind.
Right.
Whereas Fallon, when she was here, oh, God, if I ever made fun of the beloved Taylor Swift,
She'd be
I
like,
would
how
get
dare you,
roasted.
David?
Mm-hmm.
I love Taylor Swift.
Movies this weekend, Deadpool, Wolverine was number 1. Alien, Romulus is 2. Reagan at 3. Twisters at 4. It ends with us at 5. And let's see what else we got here. As far as, here's a little question for you, or actually something you should need to know. Demure is going to be around for decades thanks to a bunch of new parents who are now naming their babies Demure. TikTok is overrun with moms saying they'd chosen to saddle their kids with that name, including one who named her kid Demure Rain.
Oh, my gosh.
Demure Rain.
The caption says, meet Demure. See how she's not crying? Very sweet, very cutesy, very demure. They may sound embarrassing, but it's not as cringe as naming your kid after Brat Summer. Brat Summer is over now, right?
Well, I mean,
is it ever over, or
No.
is it within us all, Brat Summer?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And if you're somebody who likes to get your motor running in the morning with a breakfast stop at Taco Bell, you might be out of luck. The chain announced this week that some of its franchise-owned restaurants are going to stop offering breakfast in October to kind of streamline their menus. Does anybody go to Taco Bell for breakfast, though?
No. I mean, I never have.
Yeah,
but
I
if
don't think I
somebody
ever have either.
drove me up in the morning, I'd be, well, I guess I'll order something.
Mad respect for Taco Bell, but we had a big discussion last week because I was taking a friend of mine who works from home, Taco Bell. I said, what do you want? And she said, it doesn't matter because it all tastes the same. And I said, you're right. Taco Bell is delicious and amazing, but every item on the menu tastes like
so not true.
another. It's like they 3D print.
true.
No, it is true. They have a 3D printer. They have a 3D printer over at Taco Bell, but instead of plastic, it is Taco Bell paste. And they form it into a shape, and they put color on it, but it all tastes the same.
I will give it to you, leftover Taco Bell tastes the same. But fresh Taco Bell, there's a difference. That's why I always get the same things every time, because when I have strayed and tried different things, I'm like, this is not hitting it. So I stick with my Crunchwrap Supreme and my beefy 5-layer burrito, baby.
Those are very good. All right, that is The Dirt, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices on KDWB. 1 hour commercial free on the iHeartRadio app. We're going to do Talkback Tuesday coming up a little bit later on this morning, about 9 o'clock. I want you to go on the Talkback feature on the iHeart app, the red microphone button, and then just tap that and leave me a 30-second or so little voice message. If you could go back to any year in school, what year would you go back to and why for one day? Just to relive. Maybe it'd be fun to be back in 10th grade to see all your friends back when they were young again.
Yeah.
Or maybe to see that crush that you had in 8th grade. What year would you go back to and why? Leave a talk back. We'll play those back around 9 or 9:15. It is time for Head of Vulnerability.
Hey.
If I remember right, the only person's name left in the hat is Bailey J. Hess. Is that right, Jenny?
That is correct. If you want me to do the honor of pulling her name out, I can. Or we can just go with the fact that it is Bailey's turn.
It's me, process of elimination.
So on Hat of Vulnerability, we put all of our names into a hat. We pull out a name. The last one remaining in the hat has to tell a vulnerable story. And I think we've all gone. You did one about you don't want to get married and have kids.
Well, not that I don't want to, just that I'm
not that
at a
important to you.
weird age where I feel like I'm need to make those decisions, and I don't know what the decision is yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Bailey, what are you going to be vulnerable about today?
Well, speaking about like being at an age in general, I definitely feel that because I get, obviously, like I talk about being single a lot on the show. And people are probably like, why aren't you dating anybody or going out and trying to meet people or being on like Hinge or whatever? And it's a very kind of complicated story. So I'm not going to get into all the details. But right now, I am currently waiting for my apartment to clear out because of, here's this little drama I'm going to tell you about. So I broke up with my long-term boyfriend last summer. We were dating for a very long time, and I thought we were going to get married. So when I met him, I thought this is the one. I finally found it. I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. We were together for a long time, and it was like right over COVID. So we were really close, obviously, during like lockdown and stuff. And then once things started opening up again, I kind of went back to how I was. And he just was different than how my normal life. So we were just very different people. And so that kind of like revealed a lot of things to me. And so when I decided we should break up, this was last summer, and we were living together, and we had not lived together for very long. But he essentially said no, that he didn't want to.
Didn't want to break up.
Didn't want to break up.
Okay.
And I said, well, I do. And then I went on a work trip, and this was also at like the same time that we had to sign the lease or like make our intentions known if we were going to continue living there. And I told my landlord that I wanted to, or that one of us would be moving out, and it would likely be him. And then I went on a work trip, and when I came back, like nothing seemed to be different. Like he was acting kind of like nothing had happened, and it was very weird in general. But it turns out that he signed the lease after
Without you knowing,
I had. Yeah.
So he signed on for another year
Another
of
year.
life together when you thought he was going to move
Right.
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it like I don't know exactly like his side of the story there, but for me, I was like, well, this kind of sucks because now I'm in this for another year, and nothing changed at all. So the stuff that I wasn't happy with, like before I decided I wanted to break up, like continued for a year. So it's weird because now he's finally moving out. Because anytime there's a problem, I'm the only one who brings it up. So once we got that, like, here, you got to sign your lease again. It was literally like the last couple of hours of the day that we had it due, that we had to send it in. I was like, well, are we going to talk about this or not? Because if I didn't talk about any issue, then it wouldn't get talked about. And then it got kind of to the point where if I did have an issue like throughout our relationship and brought it up and he would shut it down, that I would just not bring it up anymore. And not bring up any issues anymore, which is part of the reason I didn't want to be in that relationship anymore. So yeah, now he's finally moving out, and it's weird. I feel it's a lot of complicated emotion because I'm sad in general that he's moving. But I want him not to be there anymore because I want to be by myself. I want to like move on with my life, but it's sad because I'm starting all the way over again. And I'm not like old. Like I know I'm not old, but like at this point, so many people are married. They already have kids already, like Jenny was talking about. And so you kind of feel like you're at an age where why isn't it happening for me? And it's just like depressing because like I don't mind being single. I like having like my own space and going out and doing things that I like to do, but I wouldn't mind having somebody love me a little bit, you know? So I'm sad that he's leaving because it was such a big part of my life and I thought we were getting married. So like, I'm kind of like mourning this whole relationship, but then also like I'm scared because not only am I like starting over from scratch, but I am paying for rent all by myself. And now like I don't have anybody to talk to at all when I get home except for my cat. And like I love my cat, but also my cat really loved him. And so my cat will likely miss him. I don't know. It's weird.
It is
a
lot of things.
Weird situation. It feels a lot like a divorce, even though we were not married. But it's a very complex kind of departure from him.
A lot of this, you've never talked about this on the radio,
No.
but here in the studio, we've known about this for a long time, and we've always been like really supportive of Bailey. And it's like, okay, listen, there's nothing wrong with breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of you two are bad for breaking up. People break up all the time, and they're both. It's just like you grow apart and you whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't start over if you have somebody in
Living
your
with you.
apartment.
Yeah.
That is living with you. So. Good for him and good for you that you are parting ways. But yeah, it's sad because, it didn't work out and he broke up. But I will tell you, I tell people this all the time. You're so much younger than you think you are. I met somebody who was like, they were turning 30. One of the girls that works at K-Fan, she was coming up in the elevator. She's like, I'm 30, I'm old. And I said, you are way younger than you think you are.
Yeah.
You're 33. You think you're old. Because you've never been 33
Sure.
before. You've always looked at 33 as like, that's an old bag.
Yeah.
I remember when Nicole Simpson got killed when she was 36, I said, thank God she wasn't young.
Oh.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought she was old at that time.
Mhm.
So you're way younger than you think. And I think it is a real blessing for you to now have that freedom to go find somebody.
Yeah.
You meet somebody out of the blue.
Right.
I know somebody who met somebody, their person. They met them playing whirly ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can meet somebody in line at the bank. You can meet somebody on Adult Friend Finder, which is my preferred method of meeting
Sure,
people.
adult friend fighter. Got it. Mhm.
So I think it's great. And I'm not here to analyze what you just said, but
Right.
I'm just so supportive of you because I think that you're kind of hot. You're
And
kind of funny.
You're the only person in the studio who ever says
that's
that.
not true. I think you're kind of hot. I think you're kind of funny, and
Okay.
I think you would make a great catch.
Yeah,
for
well,
somebody.
We'll see. I guess I don't know because not
Call
a lot
now
of people.
if you want to date
No,
Bailey.
don't call now.
We'll take caller number 10. We'll give you Weezer tickets, Weezer tickets, and a date with Bailey.
A date with Bailey.
Bailey, were you expecting this emotions to come up? Because obviously it's been about a year since
Yeah.
you originally broke up with him. And so were you expecting this knowing that he would be moving out? Or is it kind of a shock because you were prepared?
Yeah, it's I don't know, a little of both because I feel like over the last year in preparing for okay, I know for a fact that when this comes around next year, this will not happen again. He will not be living here anymore. And so I've had a year to kind of grieve it. And even before we broke up, I was like, okay, this isn't working out. This kind of sucks. But I had a lot of time to grieve it. But now that things are in boxes, it's just I don't know. It's real life. And it's not that we have these deep conversations ever, but it's somebody where you walk in and you say hi and then you make jokes about the cat for 20 minutes and then
Because
you go
there's
to bed.
no connection anymore.
Right, yeah.
There's no heart to heart, sit on the couch, hold hands, talk.
Right. No, we don't talk like that. So, but we do talk about the cat. So it's just somebody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now I won't have anyone to talk to.
But you will.
Yeah, I guess.
But
yeah.
you will.
I have plenty of friends, and I'm very blessed that I have so many friends that are nearby that I can go to and hang out with. It's just sad, regardless. I'm just sad about it.
I think it's kind of one of those things where it is kind of in a way starting over. But somebody texted in, they said, Bailey, you're really not starting over from square one. You've learned from that relationship and you'll take that into your next relationship, learn from your losses and celebrate the wins. I think kind of look at it like when Carson moved away to college, I was so sad because he was leaving. And then I realized there's a bright side. He's so happy that he's going to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then that made me happier. So you might be really sad now that you're going to come home to just the cat.
Mm-hmm.
But think about now, there's a possibility within X amount of time of you coming home to whoever it might be.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling is a not a chance in hell, but I mean, you think about but the one, and I tell Carson this because Carson is perpetually single.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, Carson, I said, try to find somebody. You don't have to marry them. You don't have to have a baby with them, but just fun to have pizza and hang out and go mini golfing with. And when something good happens, you have somebody to call.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, when you go home, you'd be like, hey, do you want to come over tonight? And we'll watch Vanderpump Rules. And he'll be like, that'll be great. Because I'm going to guess you'll date a guy that loves to watch Vanderpump Rules. That's just me.
I don't think so. I don't think she will.
I think she will.
She didn't know how to
Probably
respond.
would be the opposite
Yeah.
of that. There's a lot of people texting in to Bailey.
Yeah.
That maybe it'll give you some comfort that they've been in the same position before. Someone said, it's okay, Bailey. It's happened to me too. I'm 37 now, and now I'm pregnant with the love of my life, and it gets better. Breathe, babe, they said.
Girl, thanks.
I'm very hopeful for you. I'm happy and hopeful for you because we've been following this story. I think it's surprising to a lot of people that don't know. Bailey never talked about her relationship or what was going on. But Bailey basically just said that, in case you missed it, she was being vulnerable and talking about how her roommate, ex-partner, has been living in your apartment, but no relationship, no real love for a long time. And now they are moving out.
Yeah.
And you are sad
I
because
feel complicated emotions.
Yeah, you're sad because you don't want to be alone. But at the same time, so much is on the horizon. I mean, seriously, there's so many positive things that can happen for the both of you.
Yeah, I hope that because where he's moving to is a good spot where he's going to be around people who have his same interests and blah blah blah. It's not that I didn't have the same interests. I just lived a different kind of life than he did. So I'm excited to redecorate my apartment. I'm gonna move things around and make it brand new, fun and fresh and funky. So I'm excited to do that. And I have friends that I can like call on to like come and help me do that. And that'll be like a fun time, I think.
You're just like so social though that like I know like you aren't going to have that person to come home to.
Yeah.
But I think you're still going to be like out doing things all the time that like eventually that part will just like wash away.
Right.
And someone did ask, is that like the reason why you have plans every night and you do things so often was to like kind of get out of your apartment?
Sometimes it would be, at one point he was like, you're never here. And it's like, I'm never here because you're always here. So,
boy, does that hit home for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know couples that they don't want to go home.
Right.
Because they will look and see, like on the little, like find my iPhone or follow my friend or whatever, their partner is home.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to go home.
Just like sometimes you want to be by yourself and watch your own programs.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to do that. Watch all of the Love is Blind from beginning to end again and everything over.
I'm excited for you, Bailey.
Thanks, babe. You want to come over?
I don't know about all that. I'm excited for you. But just because you are always out and about doing something, literally every place I've been to outside of this building with you, you know somebody.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing because I kind of, in the same vein of Carson, I moved away from home and I was so excited to start my own life, have my own apartment. And I remember the second my mom and my sister and them left, I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
What now? And so you get tired of being by yourself all the time. But I'm excited for you because I know it seems sad now, but you're going to start a whole new chapter, and it's going to be really good for you.
Thanks, babe.
Text messages. There's a lot of people who relate, Bailey. I'm so sorry, Bailey. I've been there. You will love living alone. Girl, me too. I'm 34 and wanted to know when it was my turn. I am now pregnant and married. Bailey, you are gorgeous and deserve happiness. You will find love. I'm almost 31 and single, so I understand your pain. Bailey. Different relationship and situation for me, but similar in that I thought I would marry this person. I was 33 when we broke up after 5 years together. It is hard, and it's okay for you to be whatever it needs to be for you. You're beautiful inside and out, and I know you're going to find that person. You find your person, too.
Thanks.
You really are. You know
That's
what? I give
nice.
you a hard time, and for a lot, and justified. A lot of time is justified.
I deserve
but you really are. You are, I think you're a good person. You have a good heart. You're a little judgy, but you're a good person, and you hear people go, "Oh, you're beautiful on the inside and out." It's like, nah, they might be beautiful on the outside, but they're not so beautiful on the inside. I know people like that.
Yeah.
I do.
Sure, yeah.
We all know somebody who's like beautiful on the outside, not so beautiful on the inside. I think you're both.
Thanks.
And that's the only nice thing I'm going to say to you today.
All day?
All day.
What about this week?
No.
That's it?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, well,
what are your
thank
thoughts?
you.
What we miss? Anything?
I feel like that's it, but I think we're all, we've heard this behind the scenes and stuff, and we've been like supportive of Bailey.
Yeah,
but
thank you,
I think
guys.
this is like the first time I've ever heard you talk about like the emotions that are coming now that he is actually moving. So that was new news to me. And I think that like many people said, you are just going to love living alone.
I think you will.
I cherish those days so much. I had so much fun when I lived by myself. It was the best.
She had a turnstile in her bedroom.
Whoa!
Yeah, a turnstile.
Wow!
Yeah, there was a clicker going
Get
1,
outta
2,
here.
Oh, that's
3.
a turnstile.
Like, yeah.
I thought you meant the consignment shop. It was in her bedroom.
No.
Turnstile.
She also had velvet
No.
ropes.
Ooh,
Yes,
velvet
she did.
ropes.
Okay, next there was an usher that would like lower the
Wow.
It was for the VIP section. Not for the
Wow.
next.
All right, let's do the dance party. It's the Tuesday morning dance party on KDWB. And there it is. That is the Tuesday morning dance party. Also doubles as the Friday and Monday morning dance party on KDWB. First day of school. Happy first day of school. I'm going to guess everybody's kind of getting into school now because we're getting a bunch of text messages earlier, and now they've quieted down. So I think everybody is in the class right now. But shout out to moms and dads who are now kid-free for the day for the next 9 months or so. All right, it's KDWB. It is the Dave Ryan Show. We're here every day, through every season of life, you guys, through every season. Whether it is first day of school, whether it is Christmas, summer vacation, or whatever it is, we are here.
We're here for you.
To help get you through the day.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Vaughn. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. Check out our Weekend in 5 photos on DaveRyanShow.com. We're going to do What's on Your Radar, and this is kind of it's just a little thing where we go, okay, here's something that we bought or discovered or tried or read or whatever, and then we just kind of tell you about it, so you might want to try it yourself. On my radar is, I'm going to put a picture, but I talked about this earlier. It is a battery-powered toy rocket. Now, I bought it for Ava, who is 4 years old, but it needs adult supervision. And it's actually really cool, and you guys can make fun of me for it, but it's a little rocket, and it's called Spinner Missile. And I know it sounds lame, and it's totally different, but you take it outside, you charge it up on the USB, you take it outside, it's got a little launch pad, costs about $30 or so, and you push the button, and it flies off into the air.
Exciting.
And then it has a parachute, and it comes back down.
Yeah.
And I launched it yesterday, and it was so cool. Then it went into the top of a tall tree, and I wasn't able to get it out. But it's called a Spinner Missile, and I ordered another one.
Of course you did.
So that is what's on my radar, because it was just cool, and Ava's only 4, but she loved it, and I loved it, and it was just something cool to do.
So you bought it for Ava, but you launched it?
Yeah, well, she's only 4.
You said all you do is press a button.
Well, I know, but
You pressed the button and got it stuck, is what you're telling me.
75% for me. 25% for
How
Ava.
much of the story was
You
for
push her
Amy?
out of the way. Let me push the button.
I'm going to play it.
It's my turn.
What is on your radar, Jenny?
Mine is a shop called Victual in Crosby, Minnesota, which is really out there, but we were just up there this weekend, and it's a gourmet cheese shop and like lactose-free ice cream shop, but you get to go in and like try cheeses like you're trying ice cream at an ice cream shop.
Oh.
And so we did like a little cheese board one night, and we got a bunch of cheese, and I just loved it. It's called Victual.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bailey, what is on your radar?
Well, my favorite improv group, The Bearded Company, they're doing an improvised Dungeons and Dragons campaign starting this Friday. It's called Swords and Sorcery, and I'm so excited because it's one of my favorite things, and it's so nerdy and so dorky. It's at 7:30 at Huge Theater in Uptown all of September and October on Friday nights. And you could get tickets on hugetheater.com. And then while you're there, you could also get tickets to see improvised Twilight Zone, which is what I'm in on Saturday nights.
Okay, nerd. Okay.
What?
Vaunt, what is on your radar?
Just watched this movie last night. It's called The Deliverance. I think it's top 10 on Netflix right now. It's about a family. They move into a house, and there's some demonic and creepy things that start happening to them. And everybody and their mom is talking about it on socials.
Oh.
I don't want to
The
spoil
Deliverance.
much.
Ooh, I like movies like that.
It's interesting, but I need to give it a second watch because certain things, I don't know if I'm just not a horror guy, so I didn't catch certain things. Like, I don't watch horror movies often. So I don't know if I didn't catch certain, like, double meanings or for, like, what certain spirits and stuff were supposed to mean, but it was a good movie, though.
Interesting week of what's on your radar. Yeah, mine is the Spinner Missile, which is a battery-powered, rechargeable rocket that is meant for kids, but moms and dads will love it, too. Do not launch it near trees because I lost mine on launch number 1. Jenny, what is on your radar?
Mine is a shop called Victual in Crosby, Minnesota, and you can get gourmet cheese at it.
Okay, and Bailey?
Mine is the Bearded Company Improv Group doing improvised Dungeons and Dragons at Huge Theater starting this Friday.
Okay, Vaunt?
Mine is The Deliverance. It's a movie like top 10 on Netflix, and it's based on a true story, by the way. It's a horror movie.
Okay, very cool. We're giving away Weezer tickets in another 20 minutes or so. So let's grab a Weezer song. We can either do Buddy Holly, Beverly Hills, or they have a couple of other big ones.
I like Buddy Holly.
I'm thinking I'm leaning toward Buddy
That
Holly.
one's upbeat.
Let's do Buddy Holly.
Okay.
And we'll do that one. Then we got Group Therapy and Weezer tickets for you coming up in a little bit on KDWB, Twin Cities' #1 hit music station. State Fair is done for another year, and school is starting. It is just a season. Bailey's got her roommate is moving out, so it's a whole new life for Bailey, and it's just like a fresh beginning for everybody.
Woo. New TV show seasons come back soon, too.
God,
That's
so
my favorite
exciting.
time of the year.
Vaughn's got his priorities in order. New TV.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember when you did wait for the fall, though, for all of your favorite TV shows to come
That's
out?
what I'm saying,
Now
baby.
we like stream shows. So,
Isn't that
like,
funny?
I don't look at it as like a seasonal thing. I'm like, oh, this show just dropped for like in June.
Yeah.
No, it's very true. It used to be like the fall preview or the fall, premieres, and them. That's not that way. It's KDWB. Thank you for listening on the iHeartRadio app. We're going to do a group therapy. This is basically somebody who's got kind of a problem. They want to run it by you and see what you think they should do. And we've never had anything like this. It's really different. Let's check it out.
101.3 KDWB. The Dave Ryan Show.
Therapy. Morgan is on the phone right now. Morgan with a tale of woe, a bad birthday party. Hi, Morgan.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. I know that you're not like, this is not ruining your life, so it's not like you're crying in your beer about this one. But tell us what the story is about what happened with your birthday party and why you were disappointed.
Okay. So I just turned 30, and, you know, it's a big milestone, and my best friend threw me a surprise party, which sounds really cute and fun.
Yeah.
But she barely put any effort into it.
Like, what do you mean? What was the party like?
It was like she ordered Subway, like a huge party sub for food. There was like a cooler of beer, but then like no music or like hardly any decorations. Like I was trying to figure out how to get the Bluetooth speaker to work because it was a little bit awkward, you know, like with no music. And, you know, it was a surprise party. So I'm like trying to host, but not. And I was actually trying to go dancing with my cousin that night. But my best friend like convinced me to, you know, hang out with her, which ended up being the surprise party.
Okay, so you come by. Okay, so you had plans to go do something fun, and your friend's like, "Hey, come over for a little bit," and then you walk into the what? I'm picturing you walk into the backyard, or do you walk into the house? Surprise! But you said a lot of the people that you love weren't even there.
No, it was like more like her friends and people that I sort of knew. It was like it just felt really like last minute, you know, like she thought about it that afternoon and was like, oh, I have these beers in my fridge, or I have, you know, I can go to Subway. It's like nothing against Subway. It's just, you know, it's like, that's not my favorite food.
And this is your 30th birthday, so you were like not expecting a surprise party. And
no,
I think you maybe feel a little bit bad for feeling bad. You know, like they did something nice for you, but you're kind of like, that was kind of crap. Like,
yeah, it felt kind of like half, you know, like haphazard. Like it was a last minute thought. And I, you know, I've never even expressed that I wanted a surprise party. Like I was excited to go dancing and like, you know, just be with my close people.
So the question is now, do you say anything to her about it, or do you just let her think that she threw an amazing surprise party?
Yeah, I'm a little stuck because I don't want to make her feel bad, but I do feel like, you know, my feelings are valid, and it kind of hurt my feelings that it was just like, it felt very thrown together.
Because, you know, when you turn 30, you want them to rent out a bowling alley, and they want to, you know, you want to have like strippers, and you want to have like a pinata.
Yeah, it's a milestone.
And, you know, that is, no, I get it. It's like you want to have something big. I get it.
I did a Burning Man party for my 30th. It wasn't a surprise party. I planned it for myself, but I totally get where you're coming from, because it is like, I feel like your 21st is like, okay, cool, you can legally drink now. But your 30th is your first big milestone birthday party, in my opinion, where like someone just throwing something together. If they're willing to throw you a surprise party, it should be a good one. Like I feel your pain on this. Like it should have been a good one.
Yeah, you feel let down.
Yeah, I feel let down, and it's like, you know, it was a little sad almost. You're like, this is more sad than if I had just like spent the afternoon by myself or something.
So like a backyard, like little get together with the Subway. Yeah. So I get it. Don't feel bad that you were hurt because this is your 30th birthday, and now that was it. You get one chance, and there probably won't be another big 30th surprise birthday party. And this is your best friend that should have looked at you and said, this is not working.
Right. I feel like she did it more for her own benefit or something than yours because, like, I had a friend throw me a party one time in high school, and this was high school, and I feel like she only did it because she wanted to invite all the popular kids to be there, but they weren't my friends. They were, like, her trying to get in with the popular kids, and I was like, that wasn't a birthday party for me. That was, like, for your own benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, should you tell your friend that your feelings were hurt for the very little effort she put into your birthday party? This text message says, you sound ungrateful. At least your friend tried. I don't agree with that one. I think that she is not grateful. She's hurt because there should have been more. Like Bailey's big birthday party is coming up on September 19th. And we just said, hey, yeah, we're going to meet at a brewery, and 4 people showed up. That's on me because I should have planned a better birthday party for Bailey.
Sure, yeah.
That's on me.
Yeah.
So it's on your friend to have thrown a better birthday party for you. I mean, a party sub from Subway is great. And a cooler half full of beer is great. Well, yeah, I get it. It's like you should have done more. Text messages. Telling her the party sucked is not going to accomplish anything. Don't tell her. I would. I would tell her.
Yeah,
I would tell her.
I don't know. I feel like I would probably have a conversation too. I wouldn't say it sucks. I wouldn't be so bold to say that. I would tiptoe around how I actually feel, but I would tell her.
The only reason... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Bon.
The only reason I would tell her it sucked is because... don't say it sucked, but say, hey, I just wish if you were going to do something, it would have been a bit more, and hopefully she can try to make up for it. You guys can plan something else together. It might not be on your actual birthday, but it'll be something that you will genuinely appreciate.
Another text message. Be grateful. Somebody took the time to try to have a party for you. My friends list is so small, we could have the party in a broom closet. I'm sorry. I just really think that you are justified in going, this was it.
Yeah.
With almost no effort. What do you think? Maybe we missed something. I would say tell her. If you want to tell her, then tell her. Bailey, should she tell her?
I mean, if it was me, I probably wouldn't say anything. I would just sit and stew about it forever.
Yeah,
but
good. Yeah.
Well,
I complain on the radio about it.
Bailey's so grateful. She would be hyped about that Subway party.
Well, yeah, I would probably show up and I would just be happy that there were people there and that they thought of me at least a little bit in order to plan something. Yeah, I guess you're right. I would just be like, what? A Subway?
Yeah, she would.
Is there a bonfire? You guys lit a fire? Good.
Text messages. I told my best friend I was disappointed with my birthday, and we haven't spoken since. Here's another one. I could not get anybody to do anything for my 30th. My mom made other plans, didn't even say happy birthday. I planned something for my 31st. My family still made it difficult. Tell this B to shut up. At least she has friends who threw her a party. The birthday culture is ridiculous. Nobody cares about your birthday. Get over it. You're not 5 years old anymore. Oh, I strongly disagree. She turned 30.
Yeah.
You turned 30 one time before you die.
That's a milestone.
There's one time in your life you turn 30. Go have fun with it. All right. Hey, Morgan, I'm not sure we helped, but thanks for being on KDWB.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you bet. Anytime there's a question, something going on in your life, you want to get some opinions on it, we've got those. Send your email to ryanshow@kdwb.com. If you want to be on the radio like Morgan was, put your phone number in there too, and we will take care of you. We'll be back in a second. We're going to do more Weezer tickets. Plus, Jenny's been on Reddit. What'd you find on Reddit, Jenny?
We're going to talk about lies that history has taught us.
Oh.
What are the biggest lies?
Okay. We'll do it next on KDWB.
101.3. 101.3.
KDWB.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One. And $1,000.
Just added to the superstar lineup, The Weeknd.
Give it up for The Weeknd.
A$AP Rocky. And a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
iHeartRadio, thank you for being here.
All part of an incredible weekend full of headliners.
Big Sean.
Camila Cabello. Doja Cat. Dua Lipa. Gwen Stefani. Halsey.
Hosier. Keith Urban. New Kids on the Block.
Paramore.
The Black Crows. Thomas Rhett.
Victoria Monet. And once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Keep listening. The next chance to win your way there and $1,000 spending cash is coming up.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. Welcome to MGM Rewards. With the greatest live shows on earth, they have all the entertainment you can handle and more. Book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
An amazing day ahead of us. Is going to be sunny all day, a high of 79. Tomorrow it'll be partly sunny, a high of 83.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's complete sleep event. Don't miss dreamy offers on sleep essentials.
I've tried counting sheep, but keep losing track.
We've got you. IKEA family members save 15% off your purchase of $300 or more on select sleep comfort items. Check out comforters, pillows, and mattresses for all sleep styles, and so much more.
Ooh, can't wait.
You shouldn't. Go to IKEA-USA.com/bettersleep or visit your local store today. Offer valid August 7th through September 10th, U.S. only. See store and IKEA-USA.com for full details and eligible items. Restrictions apply.
When addiction takes hold, it's easy to feel like no one can help. But you're not in this alone. For 75 years, Hazelden Betty Ford has been at the forefront of addiction and mental health care, evolving treatment, reimagining recovery, and breaking through barriers to help families everywhere find healing. So please reach out at 855-489-2383. Help is here. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation and aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
iHeartRadio straight from the studio with Foster the People.
The song started with a drum beat. My bandmate Isom sent it over to me, and I jumped on and wrote that bass line.
Listen to Foster the People's new album, Paradise State of Mind, now on iHeartRadio All Access.
Switch to T-Mobile and you can get tons of benefits and still save. Visit T-Mobile.com/switch.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Celebrate the month of September with Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129 and $75 off your air duct cleaning. Online, ZeroResMinnesota.com, and take advantage of the huge savings. Zero Res, 952-ZERO-RES.
Master Pool and Spa's blowout sale. Hundreds in stock for immediate delivery. Blowing out every hot tub and swim spa at 33 to 65% off. We have the largest selection at unbeatable prices. Free delivery and trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old spa. 18 months, 0% financing. Master Pool and Spa's blowout sale. 33 to 65% off. Master Pool and Spa, 394 in Louisiana. Call 952-253-0665 or visit masterpoolandspa.com.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Save big money at Menards. We're your destination for concrete landscaping blocks. We have the largest in-stock selection ready to take home today. Get free estimates fast using our easy do-it-yourself landscape design program in-store or on Menards.com. Save big on landscape products at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction, according to J.D. Power. Visit JDPower.com for details and Menards.com for deals.
Save big money at Menards.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Is your pet a digging enthusiast, an escape artist, or a counter surfer?
Invisible Fence brand has you covered. For the wannabe landscaper, we've got a solution to keep them active but not destructive. For the escape artist, our personalized pet fences keep them safe and sound at home. Counter surfer? No problem. We know how to keep cheese thieves at bay. Invisible Fence brand. Tailor-made solutions for your pet, your yard, and your needs. Visit invisiblefence.com today.
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Another major healthcare breach was reported today, resulting in the exposure.
Now, 1 in 4 consumers have been a victim of identity. That's because there are endless places that could accidentally expose you to identity theft in a breach or simply by mistake. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Still pretty heavy on 494 westbound. This time you're delayed from Delaware to just past Pilot Knob with a crash on the left lane. Also 394 eastbound, a parking lot from Penn to 94. Then once you get on the 94 eastbound, you're heavy from Highway 55 into Hennepin, Lindale. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples prints anything you need for your business, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now, the more you print, the more you save, up to 30% off. Plus, save even more with Staples Easy Rewards program. Offer ends 9/7. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Dance Nation 90s. Continuous 90s dance hits from Ace of Base, Janet Jackson, CNC Music Factory, Salt and Peppa, and more.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Another night, another dream, but always you.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and search Dance Nation 90s and listen now, commercial free.
iHeartRadio.
Free never sounded so good. Wake up with the Dave Ryan Show in your living room. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. 101.3 KDWB.
And now we got Weezer tickets to give to you. It is back to school, so I'm going to do a little teacher quiz here. Was this person ever a teacher? Now, you're going to call me to win Weezer tickets for tomorrow night. Get downtown St. Paul, plenty of parking, go somewhere to eat, or you can eat there at the XL Energy Center. I'm going to guess they have nachos and hot dogs.
Oh, they got hot dogs there.
Do they have hot dogs there?
Yes, they have hot dogs there.
Okay. All right. You're stupid.
In the world?
Okay. You're stupid.
Hot dogs get her going.
Call me now. Get you into Weezer. Got great seats for you for the show tomorrow night. It is back to school, so I'm going to give you a little teacher quiz. I'm going to name a celebrity. You tell me whether they have ever been a teacher before. And here we go. Let me find a good one for you. Gene Simmons, the guy with the tongue from Kiss.
Yes.
Was he a teacher? Anybody want to take a guess? Bailey,
I
Jenny?
don't know how long it took for them to launch Kiss, so I could see that was a career before
I can see him. It's like a government teacher.
He taught 6th grade before his music career took off. So Gene Simmons was Mr. Simmons.
Huh.
He was a teacher.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
I think that's cute. Did he show up in the makeup, do you think?
Well, no. I'm going to guess probably that was not allowed back then. I'm going to guess he probably had very short hair back then,
It's like, there are the 3 branches of government, kids.
No. Okay, so if you got the answer, or if you want to answer this, call me. 651-989-KDWB. We'll grab somebody off the phone right now. Katrina. Good morning, Katrina.
Good morning.
We all want to hear about your 3-day weekend. What did you do this weekend?
I had to work all weekend.
Working all weekend.
Oh, okay.
Working all weekend, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have today off at least then?
I do. I work overnight, so.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Right on.
Well, let's get you away from work and go to the show for Weezer coming up on Thursday. Was this person, tomorrow night actually, was this person ever a teacher? Stephen King.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
good job.
Taught high school English in Maine before he became a full-time writer. Good job, Katrina. You're going to the show tomorrow night. And we'll have more of these all day today here on KDWB, I think, but I'm not sure. All right, we are, what are we doing here, Jenny?
We're going to do Jenny's Been
Jenny's
on Reddit,
been on Reddit.
baby.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
Jenny's been on Reddit.
Okay, there is a thread on Reddit that's been very interesting, but you can think of things yourself. But what's the biggest lie in history? So I'm going to read a bunch of the answers. If you guys have anything you want to chime in with, go ahead. The first one, no one is above the law. Let's be honest. A lot of people have gotten away with things.
If you are rich and can afford a great attorney, you can be above the law.
Yeah. If you're famous.
O.J. Simpson
murdered
2 people and got away with it. Karma eventually caught up, but
yeah. Another one, the 1 minute remaining on a washing machine cycle.
Oh, that's not real.
No, it doesn't. Like, you think it's a minute, and then you wait, and it's like 10 more minutes till it's actually done.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's got to spin then for 15 hours.
Okay.
Let's see. This one says, if you tell the truth, you won't be in trouble. Yeah, Mom. I fell for that a few times and learned that lesson real quickly. So you should still tell the truth, though. Don't be lying. All the kids are in school now. They're not listening.
Yeah, they're not listening.
We'll come back to buy the puppy tomorrow, my mom said once, and I'll never forget how we never went back and got that puppy.
I never got the puppy.
Tear here. So, you know, when you get your Amazon packaging,
Yep.
I swear it's always like, oh, this will be easy. And then it doesn't work. Next thing you know, you're getting the scissors out. You're like, that is not true.
The worst is the Lando Lakes half and half creamer or whatever. And it's like easy open. And I've demonstrated this probably 4 or 5 times. There is no way to open that. I want an answer from Lando Lakes. The box of creamers. That's about the size of I don't know, about the size of a big sandwich.
Great. Yep.
And you try to open this up with the easy open, and it does not open. You have to rip the box open.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it goes everywhere?
No, it just makes a terribly shaped hole there.
Oh.
It is an extreme inconvenience in Dave's life. You should send them an email.
You should.
Write them a letter.
Tap, 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 tap. Dear Lando Lakes, it's me again.
Right?
He's a frequent emailer. And then they just toss it in the pile with the rest of them.
All right, these are lies people have learned because of history. We value our employees. That one's a little dark, but let's be honest.
No comment.
Some companies.
Or when they say, like, we're a family here. I'm like, are you?
Yeah, the Manson family.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, this one says that just one more episode actually means you'll probably be up until 3 a.m. binge watching the entire season.
Yes.
Feel that.
Called out.
This is a big lie we have all done. Absolutely. No doubtedly. I have read the terms and conditions.
Nope. Check.
Never.
It's scroll, check.
Well, yeah, because if you're going to get the service, you got to click yes, I read it, and so you might as well not even read it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I tell people you're going to go skydiving, you don't need to read the disclaimer. If you want to go skydiving, you got to sign it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go, then read it and then don't sign it.
Yeah. They just don't want to be sued. And you're not going to sue them. So this is the last one I'll talk about. And I think it's like a running thing on our show. It says the lie we tell ourselves of, I will remember that. No, you won't. Write it down.
Yes.
And that is how I got my little liner. Write it down, Jenny.
Write it down, Jenny.
Write it down.
Because I'll forget. Absolutely.
And that's it for
All right.
Jenny's Been on Reddit.
Thank you. Today's question on You Can't Make This Stuff Up. What is a simple pleasure in life that you think is underrated? For example, sleeping in.
Oh, yes.
Is a great simple pleasure in life. We do not get the luxury of doing that. We get it 2 days out of the week. The rest of the week, we're up at 4:30 in the morning. And so sleeping in. But what are some great simple pleasures in life that are underrated? I got the top 10 for you coming up next.
To win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
Just added to the superstar lineup, The Weekend.
Give it up for The Weekend.
A$AP Rocky. And a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
iHeartRadio, thank you for being here.
All part of an incredible weekend and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Keep listening. The next chance to win your way there and $1,000 spending cash is coming up.
Hey, it's Bailey. Fall is calling. Get festive decor and fall fashion at Goodwill, all starting at just $1.99. Shop sustainably and help connect people to jobs in our community. Visit GESMN.org to find your local Goodwill and save big this fall.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
I know school is back in session for most people, but summer weather's not going anywhere quite yet. It's going to be sunny today with a high of 79. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 83.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing? I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online. I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy? Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door. How do I get started with Zelfie? Just send them a text.
Text THRIVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text THRIVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text THRIVE to 200-300. That's THRIVE to 200-300. THRIVE to 200-300.
Today, we are talking about the growing trend of frustrated singles breaking up with dating apps.
Hey, single people, why are you still swiping? It's time to start meeting real people in real life. It's time to join Events and Adventures. It's not a dating app. Events and Adventures is an activities club for singles that plans and hosts over 30 events each month right in your area. We're talking about almost anything you can think of, from wine tastings to skydiving, from dance classes to bucket list adventures. You're going to do it all with other single people just like you. You'll meet other singles in real life without having to worry about getting ghosted, receiving strange messages, or awkward first dates. Joining Events and Adventures is for single people serious about having fun. If you want to enrich your life with wonderful people and amazing experiences, and perhaps meet someone special, then now is the time to join Events and Adventures. So come join us and get started living a life you love at eventsandadventures.com.
Does your insurance company want you to settle fast? Pump the brakes, hold the phone, and call 1-800-ASK-GARY. It's a free accident helpline with your best interest in mind. Don't settle fast for less. Call 1-800-ASK-GARY and tell them Ross sent you.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to find a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Research to discover more effective treatments for the 1 in 285 children in the U.S. who will be diagnosed with cancer. Children's Cancer Research Fund is a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Psst. Hey, I have a secret. I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant because more than just my armpits stink.
Oh, can I use it where my bra rubs under my...
Oh, yeah.
And what about down there? You know, my...
Totally. 4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend it. So I tried it, and now I get 72 hours of freshness from my pits to my...
Ooh, I love that it's a spray.
Me too. And it comes in sticks and creams, too. Go get your Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then, Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
Disney's The Little Mermaid is coming to St. Paul. In a magical kingdom beneath the sea, the beautiful young mermaid Ariel longs to leave her ocean home to live in the world above. Perfect for the whole family, this story will capture your heart with irresistible songs including Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl, and Part of Your World. Based on one of Hans Christian Andersen's most beloved stories and the classic animated film, Disney's The Little Mermaid is a hauntingly beautiful love story for the ages at the Ordway December 3rd through 29th. Tickets at ordway.org.
Hey, it's Fallon. Have you been injured in a car or motorcycle accident? Get Nicolay, Minnesota's award-winning accident and injury lawyers with offices across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Insurance companies fear the flannel. NicolayLaw.com.
Listen to The Dave Ryan Show on September 12th when they broadcast live from Children's Minnesota to raise money for the Shine Bright for Kids campaign. Your support to Children's Minnesota helps kids in our state right here at home fight cancer. You can learn more at childrensmn.org/shinebright.
Hey, what are you doing up on the step stool?
About to clean these light fixtures. The whole family's coming over. And if there's even a speck of dust in the house, my abuela will find it.
Here, I got a Swiffer duster to help with that.
A Swiffer what?
A Swiffer duster. It has this cool extendable handle that reaches 6 feet to get high and low, with fluffy dusters that easily trap and lock dust.
So, no more step stool?
No more step stool.
Easily trap and lock dust from hard-to-reach places with the Swiffer Duster. Love it or your money back.
Eat like a king who's on a budget.
Burger King's $5 Your Way meal is packed with flavor. Choose between 3 tasty options like the Whopper Jr., Chicken Jr., or Bacon Cheeseburger. Plus, enjoy fries, a drink, and nuggets on the side. Now that's delicious.
You rule your season today at BK. Have it your way.
Price and participation vary. U.S. only. Features 4-piece nuggets, value, drink, and fries. Restrictions apply.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Getting better on 494 westbound, but you're still a standstill from Delaware to past Pilot Knob with a crash in the left lane. Also, big delays on 94 westbound from Manning to Radio. Then again from Cedar Avenue into the Lowry Hill Tunnel. Eastbound crawls from 55 into Hennepin-Lyndale. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts has everything from tractor belts and hoses to hydraulic fluid and filters in stock. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. 101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
Things that are just simple pleasures in life that are kind of underrated. And I kind of like this little article. So let's dive in and see what we got here. We mentioned sleeping in a little while ago. For somebody who is since I was 21 years old, gotten up at like 4:30 every weekday morning, I don't know how I've done it. It's like, and it gets harder all the time because I want to sleep in and the alarm goes off.
Harder? I was hoping it'd get easier eventually. It hasn't for me.
When I was 22, 28, whatever, I'd pop out of bed. I wasn't happy about it, but now the alarm goes off and I'm like, is there any way to freeze time? Can I freeze? Another one, a hot bath is just a simple pleasure.
That's nice.
And you don't really think about a hot bath during the summer months. But it really is. Just you slip down into that tub.
Get yourself like a bath bomb.
Yes, a bath bomb. I like the kind that have a little unicorn on the inside.
Yes, because then you get a toy to play with in the bathtub.
Yeah. The first sip of coffee in the morning.
Yes,
100% a simple pleasure. Going for a walk without your phone.
Oh,
that is so nice.
What are you supposed to do?
Enjoy nature,
and
Jenny.
Talk.
Ew.
No, I did that yesterday. Alyssa and I went to Minnehaha Falls. And we had our phones, but we literally just were like, we're not touching our phones. We're going to sit here, enjoy nature. We were sitting by the lake, and we just talked for maybe an hour and a half.
Well, you were with someone. I feel like walking by yourself without your phone, that's a different story. You know?
I see people all the time walking and talking on their phone. I don't judge them. It's like, I'd rather not be walking and talking on my phone. I went out for a walk, a hike with my girl Josie on Friday afternoon, and I was doing a couple of miles over at Lake Minnewaska. And we were done with a very, 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 very busy week last week. So I've got my first few hours of freedom. I get about 50 yards into the hike, my phone rings, and it's from somebody who they're very friendly, but they are a chatty one. And it was a call I had to take.
Because you've been putting it off over and over again.
So they're like, hey, I won't keep you for but a minute. It was a 25-minute phone call.
No.
And here was my little, escape from reality to be out in nature. And the whole time I was on the phone.
That's the worst.
Yeah. So another thing, simple pleasures. Getting into bed with fresh, clean sheets.
That's
it feels
nice.
Amazing and super cozy.
And everything's tucked in, right? So you're just like, skr, skr, skr.
Taking a deep breath of fresh air, like a mini reset. Being outside, watching the stars, listening to birds, or just taking in the landscape is a simple pleasure. And watching the sunrise. I'll give you one more.
Okay.
Having a good relationship with your parents is on the list also.
That's a simple pleasure?
It's a simple pleasure.
I
Because a
feel
lot
like
of
that's
people,
just solid, like a good thing.
It is, but I think so many people, if you have a good relationship with your parents, you take it for granted. And if you don't, it sucks. And I know, I'd say half of my adult friends have a poor relationship with at least one of their parents. And I just hate to hear that because I don't know. I had good relationship with my mom and dad, and all of my kids, we have a great relationship.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say the first sip of a fountain Diet Coke is my simple pleasure.
That's a good one, too. Yeah, that's
Like
a good one for sure.
Ooh, that's nice and cold.
What do you got? What is a very simple pleasure in life that you think is underrated? Send me a text at KDWB 153921. One of the biggest artists out there is Chapel Roan, and this is Good Luck Babe on KDWB. Come back from the weekend. It's like, hey, what'd you do over the weekend? Everybody's got like a little story. Like, I'll just tell you my quick little story. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings on Friday night. It's like, oh, do you want to go? Yeah, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. So we always try to sit at the bar and we play trivia. And so at the end of the bar, there is one of my worst pet peeves that everybody has this one. There was a guy, and he's probably 40, 45 or so. He's got a speakerphone on his phone on speaker on the counter while he's eating wings. And he's yelling into the phone because, you know, it was kind of loud. It's a bar, so he's yelling into the phone. Yeah, so I'm over here at Buffalo Wild, huh? Yeah, Doris and I are going to the fair tomorrow. And I'm looking at him, and the guy next to me was kind of looking at me like, what an idiot. But he was yelling into his speakerphone. And I said to my wife, Susan, I said, how can you be so unaware that you can't be, that you don't realize how rude that is
right.
to yell into your speakerphone?
You're like disrupting the pleasant atmosphere.
And he's probably thinking, well, I'm at a bar. Who cares?
Still, who puts their phone on a counter at a restaurant on
Well, he was eating and he didn't want to get wing sauce all over his phone, so he decided to yell into his speaker for just having a good old time.
God, I would be so judgy in that moment.
Oh, I was so judgy, yeah.
I would have been like, this guy's an idiot.
And you don't want to, you're never going to say anything, but I was hoping to give him a dirty look, but he was so oblivious that he wouldn't even look up, so didn't get a dirty look.
And it wasn't like a loud bar.
It's Buffalo Wild Wings bar. It's not like a loud bar.
I mean, but like, was there a lot of people there?
Moderate.
Okay.
Moderate,
so
I would say.
He stood out a lot, though.
Yeah, it was annoying.
I gave a lot of dirty looks at the fair this weekend.
Oh, for what?
Because, you'd be walking down the street and then somebody would just stop in the middle of the road and like turn around and like point at something. And you're like, move out of the way. Why are you right in the middle of the road?
Oh,
Or
yes.
they're like stopped with their like 4 wagons and a scooter and they're all stopped in the middle of the road. It's busy here, folks. Be aware of your surroundings and keep moving.
Were you aware of how many guys were openly smoking weed at the state fair?
Yeah.
I mean, just openly. As like, you smell weed. We were over by the Space Tower, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Which I love. And it was like weed everywhere. And then here comes a guy who's openly smoking a big old joint, passing it back and forth to his friends. And I'm like, that's kind of rude. I don't want to smell your weed.
Yeah. I mean, the entire Ludacris concert was just like reeked of weed the whole time.
The whole time.
You see the puffs of smoke in the air every once in a while coming out.
At the Ludacris concert, I could kind of see it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you're walking past the giant slide and you smell weed, it's like, nah, can you not?
Well, I think it's also pretty rude to smoke cigarettes in general when
Right
you're
in the middle of the
vicinity-
road.
Yeah, in the vicinity of other people.
I didn't notice people smoking cigarettes.
I mean, I don't think that that's as big of a thing, but I do find you very rude if you're smoking cigarettes where it's blowing into other people's faces.
Yeah. Vaughn had a weird encounter at the Hy-Vee this weekend.
Yeah, and I think it's because I need you guys to tell me my RBF, my resting bee face. So I'm in line at Hy-Vee. There's a couple of people in front of me, and the cashier is one of those just perky people that always finds a reason to smile, which is fine. So everybody in front of me, he's smiling at, making convo to, just chatting them up. I get to the register. He looks at me smiling, I guess, off of the last customer in front of me, and then just literally deadpan. I'm just like, okay. And I noticed it. So then we're having a whole interaction. I'm like, all right, this guy was talking to them. He's going to talk to me. Didn't say a word to me other than $14.95. Would you like a receipt? Literally, I walked away. I'm at the end of the thing to bag my stuff. Lights back up at the next person behind me. And I was like, is it because I was just like, do I look angry? Because this is just my face. Is that what it is?
This is just my face. Yes,
do you think he does? Do you really think that he does?
No, I wouldn't say angry, but you do have an RBF.
Yeah, I'd say disinterested.
Yeah, and a lot of people do have that. Tina, that used to work on the show, she has an RBF, and she knows it. She's even had people come up to her and straight up be like, honestly, I didn't know if I should say anything to you because your RBF face is so strong.
I get that
and
so
she's
often.
so friendly.
I don't mind talking to people. I don't know. There was a point in time I was aware of it, and I tried to smile a little more just walking around casually, but it just hurts my cheek muscle. So I might look mad, but
I got used to
wrinkles.
Oh, well, that's why I got so many wrinkles, because I got used to it after people being like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why do you look so sad? And so I just always walk around with like a slight like smirk at all times.
Who do you think on this show has the worst RBF? Me or Dave?
No, you.
Not Dave.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Dave admits he has RBF, though. He said it last week.
Yeah, I don't think Dave does, though. I
Have an
think he
RBF.
thinks he
Dave
does,
has
but he
more
doesn't.
of a deer in headlights look, I
Yeah,
think.
that's true. Okay, you know what? I knew it was coming. Huh? What are we doing, Jenny?
What's
What are we
happening?
doing?
What's
going
happening
on?
right now?
Where am I? I don't know. I don't think that you really do. I don't know, but I think that that's just the way you are. You're not an unfriendly person.
No.
But I just think that
Your face just is.
But I will give props to the cashier for maybe recognizing that you didn't want to be talked to.
I mean, I guess, and maybe on another day I would have appreciated it because I would have been like, all right, I don't feel like talking to this person. But this time I was just particularly like, literally was like, hi, how are you? To the person in front of me. Hey, your shirt looks great. Ooh, here's your receipt. To the person in front of me. I go,
And then nothing.
deadpan.
You get nothing.
Then as soon as I get to the end of the thing, to the next person, hi, welcome to Hy-Vee. Would you like to use your Hy-Vee Rewards Perks card today? It's just like, what the?
You walk up with a
Smile.
smile on your face, like so excited, and then they're just like, hello.
Like, I
Next.
prepared myself, and then you just let me down.
Okay.
Next. It is the time for the dirt on 101.3 KDWB and on iHeartRadio. Let's do it.
And let's see if Dave can get through this without saying the words Taylor Swift.
Nope.
It's Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Well, one of my favorite stories of the day is that Taylor Swift all of a sudden is an offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. And so she has decided to write up plays for the Kansas City Chiefs to run.
Then meeting Taylor and realize how genuine and cool she is. I mean, I think that's been special to me because, I mean, she's, like you said, the most famous person in the world. She could not be. And she's really interested in football. And she asks a lot of great questions. She's already drawn up plays, so we might have to put one in.
That just cracks me up.
Voice. Truly.
And a little bit more from Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's been cool to see the girls and the women that have really embraced watching football. And I know being a girl dad, how cool it is for me. I mean, to see like these little girls, these daughters, and how much they're loving and spending time with their dad watching football. And then meeting Taylor and realize how genuine and cool she is. She's really interested in football, and she asks a lot of great questions. She's already drawn up plays, so we might have to put one in.
Is she really interested in football? Or does he just think she's interested in football because she's like, here's a play?
That's a good question.
He's
I don't know.
This woman looked at me while I was thinking of football, so she must be interested.
Maybe she really is, or maybe she's learned about it. I don't know how much she knew about it before, but I will say that, the ratings have been up for a year because of Taylor Swift and all the Swifties all of a sudden watching for Taylor in the VIP section. What else we got here? Adele tells her fans that she has taken a break for a long time.
I will not see you for an incredibly long time, and I will hold you dear in my heart for that whole next of my break.
She says she's been building her life for the past 7 years, and now she wants to go live it. So good for her. That's the problem, though, when pop stars, and she's a little bit beyond a pop star, when pop stars take a break, there's 18 other people waiting in line for them. That's why people like Demi Lovato will not go away. Because if you go away to take a year off, then you get Aguilara'd, which is what happened. No, you do.
It's so true.
You get Aguilara'd, which means there are 15 other pop stars waiting to step into your place.
I would disagree about that with Adele. I think she could disappear for 5 years, come back, and people would absolutely love to see her because she has a very unique voice.
Yeah, I think so.
And her
She's
music is actually very, very good
and she's not as replaceable as like somebody like, Christina Aguilera was amazing, but she decided to take some time off and go get into a bad marriage or something. And so, it's tough to come back from that one. Keith Urban is talking about why country music is reaching a wider audience because we play a decent amount of country on KDWB because it's so popular. Why?
It's a very story-oriented, relatable genre, always has been. And I think the way in which it's being made now, the sounds that are incorporated into it is having a wider audience. So it's amazing. I think you've also got artists that grew up with so many different kinds of things. So all these influences are coming into the genre. Country's always embraced all kinds of things within it. It's had this ability to embrace pop elements, and then kind of when it starts to lose its way, it contracts back to more pure country, and then it expands.
Okay. Speaking of music, this band blew up Ticketmaster. The Oasis reunion tour. Ticketmaster couldn't handle it. The site crashed while fans waited in line. Even Louis from One Direction said he got bumped off of Ticketmaster.
Wow.
And so I guess it is
Louis doesn't have any connections to get him tickets. He's sitting in line on Ticketmaster with the rest of us.
Apparently so.
Refresh.
His career did not take off like the rest of them.
This is kind of a cute story. There was a high school volleyball team that for some reason invited Selena Gomez to come watch them play, and she showed up. I mean, you really can't hear anything except somebody yells, "Thank you, Selena." This is because it's back to school day today, and a lot of schools are starting today if they haven't started already. So we've been doing back to school shout outs all morning. For example, shout out to Josephine, Wayne, Carl, and Conrad on their first day of school.
Yay.
But here is a kindergarten teacher giving you a tip if you are a parent.
Parents, I love to celebrate birthdays in my classroom. I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but please don't bring cupcakes. These make a ginormous mess, and the kids honestly don't eat them. Frosting gets all over. Bring cookies. The kids love them. They have sprinkles, and they eat them. Donuts is also a great one. Another idea is I had a student bring in these ice cream cups, and we put little sprinkles on there. It was so fun for them, and it wasn't messy. Another, go in the Little Debbie aisle. Get any one of these Little Debbie snacks. Cosmic brownies are also always a favorite in my room.
So bring cookies or Little Debbie snacks, not cupcakes, because that seems to be the go-to for birthdays and things
get
like
little
that.
them Nutty Buddies or Nutty Bars. Oh, I could eat a box of Nutty Bars in a day, and it's.
I want to see that. I want to see you do that.
Oh God, I wouldn't
Pay
because
good
that's
money.
like 9,000 calories in a box.
Worth it. Is
So
anybody else
good.
detoxing after the state fair?
Yes.
Who is detoxing after the Minnesota State Fair?
Me.
We had spinach and some sort of white fish and rice for dinner last night, and my
Yum.
stomach was going, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, good Lord.
By the way, I told you the other day about the crab boiled chicken at the state fair.
Yeah.
Crab boil wings.
Yeah.
And how it was basically a crab boil with no fish. It was a chicken wing in there. So Carson found this on TikTok, and we went there the middle of last week or so, and it was great. It was great.
So good.
This time, I went there on Saturday or Sunday, and now the word had gotten out. The crab boil line was probably 20 minutes long, and it was not as good.
Wow.
Did you find it good?
I thought it was good, but I didn't have anything to compare it. I didn't have it twice like you did.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I was also in that 20-minute line, so I was like, this better be good for as long as I'm standing here.
It was okay. The first time we had it was really good, but this time they had run out of potatoes, so there's no potatoes in it. And the chicken was slimy instead of like kind of crispy.
Bummer.
It was slimy chicken. And I raved to Susan, my wife, about how good this was. And it was okay.
She was like, you lied to me.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was the sausage seemed dry when I had it. That
Yeah.
was the one part I didn't like. But the chicken was good. The corn was okay. It was pretty good.
I thought it was like one of those things where they had gotten so popular that they just kind of had to rush through all the orders, and they just couldn't make it as good as they used
They
to.
ran out of ranch too, because I was in line last night at Lulu's.
They ran out of what,
the
fried
The fried ranch. They were like, "Thanks so much," but obviously I was there on the last day in the last like 3 hours of the fair.
Isn't it amazing how all of the food booths at the state fair are fully stocked? You know what I mean? I think what goes on in the middle of the night that they have to stock all of these food booths in the middle of the night while the park is closed. That's crazy. Shout out to Caden on his first day of 7th grade. Love Mom Danielle. And Lily starting kindergarten at home today.
Homeschool.
And shout out to Z, first day in elementary school. Your aunties love you. Thanks for listening. A couple of more stories on the dirt. Joey Chestnut got a new world record for eating hot dogs. Here's a little clip.
With a total score of 83 hot dogs eaten. The winner of the first ever Netflix unfinished beef hot dog competition and new world record holder, it's Joey Chestnut!
I don't know how he does it. 83 is insane.
That's a lot.
And that is it for The Dirt, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. We'll be back with the mixtape game coming up next. We give you a scenario. You got to come up with the perfect song that plays on your mixtape during that scenario. We'll do that in a minute. And also, Talk Back Tuesday. We've been talking about this all morning. If you could go back to any grade when you were in school, what grade would you go back to for one day and why? I said 7th grade because I was still kind of popular in 7th grade. It all went downhill after that. But 7th grade was fun because you're still a kid and you still get to do kid things like come home and watch TV while you have a snack afterward. And you get to put stupid stickers on your notebook and, make fart jokes and things like that. But you get a little bit older and things like that kind of change. What was your favorite year, Bailey, that you would go back to?
2nd grade, because we did a lot of creative writing. And that's what I remember the most about 2nd grade. I had a really cool teacher and nobody made fun of me yet in 2nd grade.
Oh, not yet. It's coming.
Not yet.
Jenny, what about you?
8th grade for me, because I feel like classes weren't like too hard yet. There wasn't as much drama that comes along with in high school. And we were just like the head of the school because it's 6th through 8th where I went to middle school. So, we were the top dogs.
You ruled the school.
Yeah.
Juan, what grade would you go back to for a day?
I'm choosing 11th because I remember I had joined a bunch of clubs, came into like a pretty good friend group, and it was the last year of high school before I had to buckle down and start applying for colleges. It was stress-free and very relaxing.
Okay, what about you? Send me a talkback on the talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. Tap the red microphone, and you got 30 seconds to send us a voice message directly to the studio. We'll play those back in about 15 minutes.
Justin Timberlake. I'm bringing sexy back. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in St. Paul. Justin Timberlake. XL Energy Center, October 31st. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The brand new album, Everything I Thought It Was, is available everywhere now.